goodest of mornings. How are you doing today? I hope you are lovely. Today, we are going to talk about, what are we going to talk about today? I don't know. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about compromise. Let's talk about compromise. Any area where there is compromise in your life, there's consequences, right? Consequences can either be positive or they can be negative. I used to think consequences were only negative, like the word had a negative connotation, but apparently it doesn't. You can have positive consequences, you can have negative consequences. It's essentially just the outcome of your choices. So, with that being said, what were we talking about? We were talking about compromise. Whatever areas in your life you are compromising in, there is going to be consequences, right? So, for example, if you don't work out, right, you're not gonna be as healthy. Maybe your heart health is not gonna be as great. Maybe you're not gonna have as much energy. You're not gonna have essentially momentum, right? Because when you first start working out, it's hard. You're dragging yourself through your workouts, right? But then you start seeing the results, the fruit of working out. You realize it's worth it. You keep implementing it. You keep getting stronger, and it's worth it, right? There's good consequences, positive consequences, right? But let's say you compromise that area of your life. You don't work out. You don't make it part of your routine. That compromise is going to seep into every area of your life, right? So, when you are a person that doesn't compromise, it's not good to hang around with people that compromise in areas of their life, because then you'll start to pick up on their compromise. You'll start to pick up on it. So it's so important. The more discipline that you get, the lonelier the journey, because not everybody lives disciplined lives. Most people live very comfortable lives, right? And that's their God-given human right? But then then you got some other people out here where God nope, not you, plucking you out of that, plucking you out of there, nope, not that, nope, you can't do that, no, you can't do that, you can't do that. And I'm like, God, please just one thing. And it's definitely been a challenge, right, to let go of things that are very fun for me, like sugar, for example. I gave up sugar a little over a year ago, and there have been moments where, of course, I've had sugar, right? But I still eat fruit. I have natural sugar, but artificial sugar, the moments that I did cave in and I did have it, my skin lashed out at me so hardcore that it was I can't do that anymore, right? And then even more recently, a little over a month ago, I found out that I cannot have fast food anymore because of dreams and then just physiological confirmations that happened when I was still eating fast food. And so no longer doing that. I would do it once, maybe twice a week. Can't even have it at all, not even once. I can have it if it's all natural ingredients, Whole Foods, a really healthy restaurant that's very intentional about about their ingredients. But places like McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, I wasn't really a Chick-fil-A person, but Taco Bell was my guilty pleasure. I can't have Taco Bell anymore. When I look at it, I see poison. The same way that I see sugar now, I see Taco Bell. I just remember the flavors. Do you guys remember the spicy Doritos Locos Tacos? Oh my god, when they discontinued that, I was like, I'm gonna sue. I'm gonna sue you. I don't sue people. It goes against my faith. Jesus says not to sue people. So yeah, wouldn't sue, but Doritos Locos Tacos Supreme. Oh my gosh, yeah, but nope, not anymore. Not anymore. Well, it's not like they even have that, right? But they have the regular Doritos Locos Tacos Supreme, and yep, can't have that either. It's sad, you know, but my cooking has gotten a lot better because I have to cook every single meal. So now I'm like just whipping it up in the kitchen like super fast. Make something healthy and delicious. But back to compromise, back to the original point. Right? Every area that you compromise in, there are consequences, whether positive or negative. That's why it's not worth it to compromise, because you see the fruits of not compromising and maintaining discipline. But yeah, essentially within the last year, I've given up sugar, fast food. And I mean, I don't drink like sodas or anything like that. I used to drink diet sodas, but lately I haven't been, just because my system is so sensitive now. It's so attuned. And I feel like in order for you to grow spiritually, you have to be willing to give up things in the physical world, because it all interconnects. And where there's compromise in your physical world, there's compromise in your spiritual world, and vice versa. So yeah, if there's an area in your life where you are compromising in, I challenge you to give it to God and to ask Him for strength, and to be like, God, help me. God, is there something in my life that you need me to give up? Is there something that you know isn't good for me, that you've been telling me for years is not good for me, and I haven't been able to give it up? Give me the strength to do your will, not my will, but your will be done here on earth just as it is in heaven. And God will meet you where you're at, and He will give you the strength, and He'll give you the wisdom. And then let's say that you're able to do something for like a week or two, right? Like you're barely starting this journey, and then you fail. The consequences are going to be so much clearer now, because now you know what it's like to live more disciplined. Now you know what it's like to not compromise in that specific area. So then when you do compromise, you're like, oh, yeah, I don't like this anymore. And then it's easier to maintain consistency with that thing for a long period of time, right? And then when you do fail, because we fail, we're human, it's like, yeah, that's not worth it anymore. Okay, I'm done, right? Alright, yeah, so like that's my spiel on compromising. Let's not compromise. Let's stay disciplined. Let's stay focused. There is a large mission up ahead for us. We find ourselves in battles, but there is a war up ahead. So get ready, because we are going to win this war. God is a winner. We're on the winning team. So let's keep up the good work. Love you so much. Stay focused. Don't let any distractions distract you from the mission, from the purpose of what is up ahead. All right? All right. Love you. Peace. Peace and love. Bye.